Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amir Rahman bin Zuhaili and my matrix number is DE190203.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arif Zudi bin Zulkila with matrix number DE190102.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Akila Abdurrahman. My matric number is CE190208 and I am from section 4 of group 3. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. So the first activity is activity 1. I will demonstrate on how to do the connection for this activity of no load performance. First and foremost, the equipment that will be need is one 3-phase supply, one circuit breaker, one phase transformer, one overhead line module, and also two 3-phase digital meter. So as you can see, I have gathered all of the equipment here, which means that I can start do the connection right now. The hint of doing the connection is it will start from power supply and it will end at the secondary or at the second digital meter. And another thing is, since this is 3-phase supply, so we will have 3-phase wire, which is red, yellow, blue, and also one neutral wire, which black color. So I will do the red phase first. Basically, the wire is taken from the supply, and it will be connected to the circuit breaker, and then it will direct go to the transformer, and then from the transformer it will connect to the first digital meter, and then at the digital meter connect it to the overhead line module, and then it will end at the second digital meter. Alright, so this is only for red phase, and I will do the same for the yellow and blue phase. Now I will do for the neutral wire. Alright, so I have complete all the connection, and this circuit is actually quite simple because all the connection is in series, and by looking at the transformer you will realize that the primary side is in delta connection and the secondary side is in star connection, and at the overhead line module the bridging plug is connecting the capacitance to the line module. And the function of this two digital meter or measurement meter is to get the value of the voltage for the outer conductor from the beginning and at the beginning and at the end of the line, and also to obtain the value for the active and reactive power which consumed by one of the phases. So that's all for activity 1. Thank you. Hello, so let's continue to activity 2. This activity is known as concept of operating capacitance. So the difference between this activity, which is activity 2, with activity 1 is we just add 2 line capacitor here, as you can see, and the other equipment will remain the same. So let's start do the connection. So I will do for the red phase first, and all of the connection will be in series, so it's not a problem for us to connect. So just connect everything the same as activity 1 right here. Don't forget that the primary side is in delta connection, so measurement meter is connected to the line capacitor, and from line capacitor it go to the overhead line model, and then from overhead line model we connect it to the line capacitor, and then it will end at the second measurement meter. Alright, so this is only for red phase, and I will still do the same for the yellow and blue phase. Alright, so let's do for the neutral wire, which black color. Alright, now I have completed all of the connection, and if I look at the incoming supply is 380 volts, and at the transformer for primary side is still in delta connection, and at the secondary side is still in star connection. And for the measurement meter is actually to calculate the voltage, which is one line to line, two line to line, and also to calculate the reactive power. And if we look at the overhead line model, it is unlike the activity one, which the bridging plug is not connected the capacitance with the line model. And overall, the value that will be obtained is used to compare with the activity one, which all the value that we obtain here in activity 2 will be compared with the value in activity 1, and all the discussion will be discussed in report. So that's all for activity 2.
Yeah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Arif Zudi bin Zulkila. Okay, now I will discuss about the connection for activity 3, which is line with increased operating capacitance. Okay, first of all, there is a red, yellow and blue phase and also neutral line on the 3-phase supply. So we need to connect, it will connect it to the circuit breaker, and then after going through the circuit breaker, the 3-phase and also the neutral line will going through the 3-phase transformer, which is on the 3-phase transformer. There is a delta connection between the 3-phase, which is red, yellow and blue phase, and then after going through the 3-phase transformer, the 4 line, which is red, yellow, blue and also neutral line, will going through or connected to the 3-phase digital meter to calculate the voltage and also the reactive power. And then after that, it will connect it to the line capacitor for the red, yellow, blue phase and also the neutral line. And after connected to the line capacitor, the 3-phase and also neutral line will going through the overhead line model, and after that it will going through the line capacitor again, and after going through the line capacitor, it will going through or connected to the 3-phase digital motor to calculate again the voltage and also reactive power. So there is 2 3-phase digital motor. So the first one is to calculate the voltage and the reactive power before the connection going through the overhead line model, and the other one is to calculate the voltage and also the reactive power after the connection going through the overhead line model. Right, that's all for activity number 3. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Akila binti Rahmat. In this activity 4 of ohmic inductive load First of all, we connect the red, yellow and blue from the 3-phase digital multimeter to the 3-phase transformer, and also we connect the black wire to its terminal, and then we take the red color from 3-phase multimeter to the circuit breaker, and also we bring the partner red, yellow and blue to their terminal in circuit breaker. Also the neutral wire connected from circuit breaker to 3-phase transformer, and connect it again within the 3-phase within the circuit breaker, red, yellow and blue like usual. Then we take the red wire from 3-phase digital multimeter to overhead line, and also connect it from digital 3-phase digital multimeter on the terminal red to resistive load and inductive load. Don't forget the yellow. Also the yellow from 3-phase digital multimeter connected within the overhead line model of yellow to the digital multimeter, then connect it to resistive load and inductive load. Also, like usual, the blue color from digital multimeter to overhead line, and then connected to digital multimeter back, and loop the wire of blue to resistive load and inductive load. Also, don't forget the neutral wire to drag it or to loop it from digital multimeter to resistive load, which is L1, L2 and L3, and also R1, R2 and R3. We loop it together because we want to do the measuring within R1, R2, R3, and also L1, L2 and L3. And don't forget the neutral wire.
Okay, now I'll continue to explain about the connection for activity 5, which is an ohmic capacitive load. So in this activity, there will be a 3-phase supply, circuit breaker, 3-phase transformer, 3-phase digital meter, overhead line model, and also in this activity we use equipment which is inductive load and resistive load. Okay, first of all we need to connect the 3-phase and also the neutral line from 3-phase supply to the circuit breaker, and then from the circuit breaker we need to connect the 4 line to the 3-phase transformer, and in the transformer there is a delta connection between 3 phases, and then at the end of the terminal for 3-phase transformer we need to connect the 3-phase line and also the neutral line to the 3-phase digital meter, and also after that we need to connect all the 4 lines to the overhead line model, and also after that at the end of the terminal overhead line model we need to connect the three phases RYB and also neutral line to the three-phase digital meter, second digital meter. So and then the digital meter is used to measure the voltage, current, active power and also reactive power. And then from the second three-phase digital meter, we need to connect the three-phase RYB and also the neutral line to the inductive load. Okay, so from the inductive load, we need to connect the RYB phase to the resistive load and also the neutral line to resistive load. Alright, so that's all for activity number 5. Thank you.